In 1962, a wild escape unfolded in Alcatraz. 3 men dared to dream of freedom, but what they went through was nothing short of incredible. Meet Frank Morris, the mastermind. Picture him, a cunning figure with a glint in his eye. Next, we have the Anglin brothers, John and Clarence. They were brothers bound by blood and desperation. Alcatraz, the notorious prison, had a reputation. Considered escape-proof, it sat on a tiny island, surrounded by treacherous waters. But the Anglins and Morris were not deterred. Planning began in secret. They needed a foolproof strategy. The 3 men met at night, whispering over the sound of rattling chains. This was their moment. They fashioned tools from prison materials. Spoons became shovels, and improvised rafts emerged from stolen raincoats. Can you imagine a spoon carving the way to freedom? It took months of covert activity. They worked like artists, crafting their masterpiece, a meticulous plan. They drilled holes in their cell walls. With stealth, they reached the utility corridor. Think of the adrenaline. Their hearts raced as they crept through the dark. Knowing one mistake could mean punishment. They created dummies to fool the guards. Picture beds with heads made of plaster. Guards walked past, none the wiser. Finally, the night arrived. June 11, 1962. The air crackled with tension. They slipped out into the cold darkness. Freedom in sight. They climbed up the roof, breathing in the salty sea air. But the ocean loomed ahead, menacing and vast. They launched their makeshift raft, a dream woven from stolen raincoats. With nothing but courage, they paddled into the unknown. Could they survive the icy waters? The world held its breath. Hours later, the alarm rang across the island. The escape was discovered. Guards scoured the prison, but the trio had vanished. It was chaos. As the search intensified, their hearts raced. They could hear the shouts echoing behind them. They didn't stop. They wouldn't turn back. Weeks later, the FBI was involved. They conducted extensive searches, but the men were gone. Lost in the currents, or perhaps they had made it. Rumors swirled. Did they drown, or were they alive? The mystery deepened. Frank Morris had an IQ of 133. He was a genius. And he didn't just plan escapes, he executed the impossible. 1 year later, a raincoat wrapped around a paddle washed ashore, fueling hopes they had survived. Imagine the fearlessness of those men, the thrill of taking fate into their own hands. They became legends. Folks speculate to this day. In 1979, a letter claimed they had made it to freedom. A man saying he was John Anglin reached out. He claimed they lived in Mexico. In a twist of fate, his plea for help surfaced. Imagine the audacity. Could he be telling the truth? Did they escape the grasp of the law? For decades, no one knew. The government closed the case. It was officially listed as unsolved. Fast forward to today. Alcatraz stands as a haunting reminder of their spirit. Tourists flock to the island, viewing the cells, hearing the tale of daring escape. What does freedom mean to you? Did Frank, John, and Clarence find it? Or were they forever haunted by their choices? The story lives on, a testament to the human spirit. The prison they escaped is now a museum, their legend immortal. What drives someone to risk everything? Their story challenges us. Would you chase freedom, even if it meant defying the odds? The answer might just surprise you. Think about it. Are we all just trying to escape our own prisons? Freedom is a powerful thing, but at what cost? Uncover the secrets of the past. Dive deep into the legacy of these audacious men. Let their story inspire you. What would you do in their shoes? Would you dare to escape